This is going to blow your mind. If you're fascinated by aviation, you need to hear this. The 1960s, a time of miniskirts, moon landings, and a burning desire to conquer the skies. Britain and France, those old rivals, decided to team up. Their mission to build a plane faster than sound itself, Concorde, a name that still gets people going all misty-eyed. It promised to shrink the world, to make New York a hop away from London. Could they pull it off? Oh yes, they bloody well could. The engineers, those grease-stained heroes, worked tirelessly. Slide rules were slid, blueprints were drawn, and slowly Concorde took shape. This wasn't just some tin can with wings. This was a masterpiece of engineering, a symphony in aluminum. The sleek, pointed nose, the delta wings. Concorde looked like it was already breaking the sound barrier standing still. And when it finally took to the skies, well, that was something else. 1969, Concorde's maiden flight, a moment etched in aviation history. People stopped, they stared, they cheered. This wasn't just a plane, it was a symbol of human ingenuity. Concorde wasn't just about speed, it was about luxury. Forget your cramped seats and lukewarm coffee. Concorde was all about caviar and champagne, darling. You weren't just a passenger, you were a member of an exclusive club. The jet set, the movers and shakers, the ones who could afford a taste of the high life. And the service? Impeccable, naturally. From the moment you stepped on board, you were treated like royalty. The food was fit for a king, the drinks flowed freely, and the air hostesses, don't even get me started. Concorde was more than just a way to get from A to B, it was an experience. It was about the thrill of traveling faster than the speed of sound, of sipping champagne while watching the curvature of the earth. It was, in a word, legendary. But Concorde, like all legends, had its share of challenges. For starters, it was bloody expensive. Not just to build, but to run. Those thirsty engines guzzled fuel like it was going out of fashion, and then there was the noise. When Concorde broke the sound barrier, it created a sonic boom. Not exactly music to the ears of those living below. The result? Concorde was banned from flying supersonic over land. A bit of a problem for a plane designed to cross the Atlantic in record time. And then there was the crash. The year 2000, Air France Flight 4590. A tragedy that shook the world and cast a shadow over Concorde's future. The world mourned the loss of those on board, and the future of supersonic travel seemed uncertain. Concorde, once a symbol of progress, now carried the weight of tragedy. The world held its breath, waiting to see what the future held. 2003, the end of an era. Concorde, grounded. The dream, it seemed, was over, but legends never die, do they? They just fade into the background, waiting for the right moment to make a comeback. And now it seems that moment has arrived. Companies like Boom Supersonic and Aerion are picking up the supersonic mantle, promising a new era of high-speed travel. This time, they say, it will be different, quieter, more efficient, more environmentally friendly. Will they succeed? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. The human desire to break boundaries, to push the limits of what's possible, that will never die. Concorde may be gone, but its legacy lives on. The dream of supersonic travel? It's still very much alive, and the future of aviation looks brighter than ever. Follow us and subscribe for more updates on the future of supersonic travel.